It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Olave. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Saints and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Southern California. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Herbert to throw right away.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You look at the Saints defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 38-yard line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Josh Palmer hit. First and 10, Haener going to the air.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone one
just
time.
once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play fake. It's Haener. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it.
Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, 2 catches. First down, here's Haener. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, this is Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Haener on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort, but not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Haener looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Haener. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing. Haener. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were on the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Haener sets up play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, it was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They run play action with Haener. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Herbert going to change the play here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert is going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Herbert throwing again. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hit. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at the 2. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone. Field, but they never did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The final shot here before half for Carr. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now. Play action. Now it's Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. It's taken to the 26. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Edwards will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the option right, Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Herbert, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On play action, it's Carr. This one deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. To throw, it's Carr. Steps away. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Herbert changing things up. Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about.
And now off to the races, down the right side. How about this? He's to the 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown.
What now?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a... So it's a win here for the LA Chargers.